The sharp scent of burning paper roused me from sleep. Not the gentle curl of firewood or the acrid sting of overcooked toast. This was something colder, crueler, chemical, intentional. I sat up, the early light leaking through the curtains, catching drifting ash like snow in reverse. It floated down from the smoldering remains of my passport, its spine blackened and curling in the marble sink. She hadn't even tried to hide it. There was a note taped to mirror, bold script in her unmistakable hand. Elegant, smug. Asterisk, I'm rich. Why do you need a job? Know your place. Paris calls. Asterisk. Beneath it, a kiss of lipstick. A final, mocking flourish. She was already gone. Lyanna and I met at a corporate gala downtown. I just closed a brutal quarter at my firm. 14-hour days, 6 months straight, a project that had pulled us back from financial cliff. She was a headliner that night, a force of polished charm and diamond-pin dominance. The CEO of a luxury empire. The room orbited her. I was just another face with a name tag, until she found me. She said she admired my mind, said I didn't need to chase success. She had enough for both of us. And for a while, I believed her. I let myself drown in the fantasy. The jets, the villas, the evenings spent sipping rare vintages in glass homes atop cities. 7 estates, 11 staff, an art collection that would make Sotheby's weep. She wrapped me in velvet and kissed away my ambition. Every time I spoke about consulting again, or launching a startup, or even just getting back into tech, she laughed. You're too brilliant to waste time working like them, she'd purr. But it wasn't admiration. It was possession. She wanted me soft, still, tethered, a trophy brain behind glass, a man who smiled pretty and didn't ask for more than she was willing to offer. I played along, until Berlin. The offer came through a trusted colleague, AI director, a global position, high impact, 8-figure compensation. The kind of job you don't dream of because you never think it'll come to you. I didn't tell her. I wanted to walk out on my own terms, with a suitcase in hand and my passport in my pocket, not a blessing from my gilded warden. And that's why she burned it. While I slept, for a long moment, I didn't move. I stared at the ashes, at the twisted remains of what was once a future, at the note on the mirror, so casual, so sure. She thought she'd made her final move. She thought the game was over. That's when I laughed. Low, bitter, hollow, the kind of sound that escapes just before the storm breaks. She thought she'd silence me. She had no idea she'd just provoked the most dangerous part of me. That same afternoon, while her private jet traced a lazy trail toward France, I began. Step 1. Silence. She expected chaos, rage, phone calls, broken glass. Instead, I sent her a single photo, the charred passport, still smoldering, with one word beneath. Noted. Then I vanished. Wiped my presence clean. What she didn't know, what she never thought to wonder, was that I'd kept duplicates of every critical document in a secure vault downtown. Not just passports and licenses, but tax records, investment statements, even our marriage certificate. And more importantly, she didn't know I'd digitized every file on her devices for technical support over the past year. I knew where her shadows lived. She thought wealth meant safety, but she'd grown lazy with her secrets. I hadn't. All I needed was 2 weeks. I started with a jet, dug into the hidden telemetry feed most execs don't even know exists. I found her hotel suite in Paris, her restaurant reservations, her guest, Jasper Marr, a former runway model turned brand strategist. Half her age, a quarter my experience, all abs and ego. She thought he was charming. I found their messages, their photos, their pathetic little love notes passed over unsecured Wi-Fi. And then I found the Zurich Shell Company, opened in his name, funded with assets she quietly drained from joint accounts, stocks she'd liquidated. She wasn't just running for me. She was building a new kingdom without me and handing the keys to a boy who didn't even know how firewalls worked. That was her first mistake. Step 2, reposition. I cashed out a crypto portfolio she didn't know existed. Early Ethereum plays I'd held from my undergrad days. I used it to purchase a significant stake in a rival company, one she'd publicly blacklisted and tried to destroy, quietly under a shell name. Then I leaked just enough about her upcoming corporate shifts to tank investor confidence. Her stock fell 11% in a week. The board panicked. Step 3, exposure. I assembled everything. Voicemails, screenshots, bank statements, audio clips of her mocking her staff, her clients, me. In one, she laughed about how men are easy to keep loyal when they feel adored. In another, she called me her pet project. I placed it all on a flash drive. No sender listed. Just packages delivered to her board members, to the press, to her legal team. The hit came during brunch. She was in Paris, perched in Valentino pearls, laughing into a second mimosa. I watched the live feed as her smile froze. Her phone buzzed. Her assistant leaned in, whispered something. Lionel's hand trembled. She turned to Jasper. He tried to soothe her. She slapped him across the face. On camera, every outlet had it within the hour. A week later, I arranged a meeting. Through lawyers. Neutral ground. A rooftop terrace in Manhattan. Private and cold. I wore the suit I had bought for Berlin. She arrived late, behind dark sunglasses, acting like nothing had cracked. "You think this hurts me?" she asked, voice all ice and posture. I handed her a folder. Inside, divorce papers, financial disclosures, legal receipts. Infidelity. Financial misconduct. Prenup voided. Outcome. She walks away with nothing but headlines. Her hands shook. "You think this makes you powerful?" she hissed. "You and your little tech games?" "No," I said, standing slowly. "I became powerful the moment I stopped needing your permission." I turned to leave, but paused. "I didn't ruin you, Lionel. You did that all by yourself when you forgot who I am." Berlin called again. They'd seen the media storm, saw how I handled it, measured, strategic, exact. "We like how you think," they said. "You stay calm under fire." I start next month. Sometimes I still think about that morning. The smoke curling from my passport, the lipstick stain on the mirror, the way she walked out of our life, so sure she'd won. And I smile, because the most valuable thing she ever possessed was me. And now she's bankrupt. That's the price of telling me to know my place.